Recording in progress.
Okay, so I'm going to start how I always start because consistency is key. You can choose to pay attention over the next 15 to 20 minutes. That is, of course, your choice. I recommend that you do pay attention, but if you do, minimize distractions and listen with an open mind. And if you're anything like me, you're going to want to grab a pen and paper because you are going to want to take notes. It is my belief that everything we share in these morning calls can change your life immediately. So for those of you that show up, well done for being consistent. And for those of you, it's your first time on the call, thank you so much for coming and keep showing up because these calls can change your life. Oh, we have lots of newcomers coming in. Right. So this morning we are going to be taking a look at why we can sometimes become demotivated, even though it feels like we are doing all the right things. Okay, so this is what we're going to be looking at, falling off the wagon and picking up the pieces. For those of you that come often or here all the time, you know I like interaction. So when I ask for interaction, please drop it in the chat. It lets me know that you are awake and that you're with me. So give me a 1 in the chat if you're ready to find out why we sometimes fall off the motivation wagon. Morgan, Charlie, Wendy, who else? Marsha, Adina, Donna, Samantha. Oh, the names are coming in fast. Helen, Isaiah, Samantha, Darnice. Okay, Angela. Well done, well done. And give me a 2 in the chat if you're ready to find out how to avoid this happening and how we could pick the pieces up. Michelle is ready. Donna's ready. Danielle, Marsha, Charlie, Denise, Angela, Morgan, Helen. Names are coming in fast. Let's go. Joan is ready. Okay. Everyone's ready. Chem, Samantha, let's go. I'm excited now. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is goals, or more of lack of clear goals. Okay. So having a lack of direction. Imagine you are setting out on a road trip, right? But you don't have a destination. You're having a great time. You're just cruising along for a while and you're enjoying the scenery and the freedom of being on the road. But after some time, you're going to feel a bit aimless, right? You're going to wonder, like, why am I driving and where am I going and what's the point of all this? It's really, really easy to drift. You might start your day energetic, so you might start your day without a destination or plan, and that energy doesn't have a direction to flow towards. And this can just lead to you keeping busy but not being productive. And what can happen is you might sometimes miss opportunities for growth because you're not aiming at anything in particular. You're not having challenges, you're not having anything that pushes you forward. So without clear goals, it's harder to feel fulfilled and accomplished because you're never quite clear about what you're doing or what you're striving for. So what you need to do is set clear goals. Okay. And we've spoken about this before in some past calls. We've spoken about setting SMART goals. So SMART goals are specific. So they should be clear and they should be specific and answering the questions of who, what, when, where, and why. So for example, a specific goal would be I will run a 5K race in under 30 minutes by the end of the year. You know exactly what you're going to do. You know how you're going to do it. You know how long it's going to take. So that's specific. Goals should also be measurable. So goals should be measurable, allowing you to track your progress. So for example, I will save $5,000 by the end of the year, or £5,000 by the end of the year. They need to be achievable. So they need to be realistic and attainable. So for example, I will complete a course within 6 months. That would be an achievable goal. They need to be relevant to your values, relevant to your aspirations and your long-term objective. So an example of that would be, I will volunteer for at least 5 hours to support a cause that I care about. So if you care about, you know, children with special needs, then one of your goals, it should be relevant to that. And it needs to be time bound. So you need to have a time to it. Just saying that I'm going to buy a new car, or I'm going to start a business. It's not enough. It has to be time bound. When are you going to buy that car? When are you going to launch a business? I will publish my first blog within 1 month. So it needs to be time specific. Drop a 3 in the chat if you're resonating with this, if you're feeling these, if you understand SMART goals. Drop a 3 in the chat. Rockets, let me see them threes, otherwise you know I'm not going on. Marsha gets it. Wendy, oh, there you go. All the threes are coming in quickly. Well done. Next thing we're going to talk about is burnout. So, have you guys heard of burnout before? Drop a yes in the chat if you've heard of burnout. So, burnout can happen for several reasons. It comes from um, having continuous pressure in your life. Okay. So if I show you my picture, that here you go. So you're having continuous pressure in your life. You're just juggling everything. It's like hitting this invisible wall, and no matter how much you keep going, it's just overwhelming and pointless to continue. And it can feel you leaving exhausted. It, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And you may even find yourself not enjoying tasks. The baby hanging off the foot. Danielle, you've got 4 kids. This must be you, right? um, so it leaves you feeling exhausted, and you might not even enjoy the task that you normally enjoy because everything just starts feeling like a drag. So what's the solution? What is the solution to this? Taking regular breaks. So for example, with me, I work from home, so I have to be very, very disciplined. Otherwise, I'll just sit at my desk or stand at my desk all day. So for me, I set a timer. I work for 90 minutes at a time, and then I get up and I take a break so that I don't get this overwhelming feeling. Granted, my kids are not this age anymore, but that way I don't feel um overwhelmed. Okay. I even if it's just go downstairs and get something from the kitchen and walk back up, but at least I get away from my desk. But you can also do things like breathing exercises. You have your box breathing, so you breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4. So just taking that stress management techniques. Okay. Set boundaries as well. If this is your downtime, this is your downtime. Don't let nobody come into your downtime. Okay. And delegate tasks out if you can. Let's talk about some rewards. So you need to have rewards in your life because it's important to stop and celebrate your achievements. And now I talk about this all the time. We talk about this on these calls all the time, and we celebrate each other because not celebrating your achievements can have quite significant circumstances because it can lower your satisfaction levels. It can leave you feeling unappreciated, unloved. I'm just reading the comments there. Treat yourselves. Exactly. Treat yourselves. I've been doing that so much this week. Was that not appreciating yourself? I'm starting to feel like I'm valuing myself more. Well done, Morgan. And you are showing up consistently. So it just shows that the system works. So you're showing up consistently and you feel like you're having, you're valuing yourself more. So I'm really, really proud of you for seeing you on these calls every single morning. So in our community, I like to say, right? We work hard so that we can play harder. Can you imagine a situation where you're just working hard to work more hard? I mean, how depressing is that? Eventually, you will just get fed up, but celebrate. That's the whole thing. Establish a system of appropriate and timely rewards for anything that you've done. So Angela just said, have a massage. When I finish X amount of tasks, I'm going to have a massage. I like to get my nails done. So once I finish something on my to-do list or several things on my to-do list at the end of the month and I've been consistent, I'm going to go get my nails done or go get my hair washed. So have something in place to look forward to so that you know that what you're doing and how you're working is not just in vain. Drop a 4 in the chat if that resonates with you. Then let me know what you're going to be doing to celebrate you. What will you be doing to celebrate? Donna agrees, Michelle, Charlie, Helen. Okay, great. You all agree. Danielle, Morgan, Darlene, Mary Lee, everyone, Wendy, well done. And make a note of it. Make a note of what you're going to be doing to celebrate yourself at the end of this month. Fear. Now, we've spoken about fear so many times. So fear of failure can often leave us feeling unmotivated and reluctant to, move forward. Charlie, I will be enjoying my summer when exactly that. Enjoy your summer to the fullest. Once you finish your exams, because we know you're smashing them, girl. It's already done. You put the work in, and we already know you're smashing them exams. So fear of failure can often leave us feeling unmotivated and reluctant to move forward with plans. Failing can lead individuals to question their abilities and their self-worth. And to be fair, nobody wants to feel like a failure. Everybody wants to feel safe. Everybody wants to play it safe. People don't want to step out their comfort zone. Now, when it comes to comfort zone, we have a saying, your comfort zone is your broke zone. You don't want to be in your comfort zone. You don't want to be there. But people also, there are other reasons why people also feel fear failure, such as people are scared of failure because they're worried about what other people will think. Yes, I did say your broke zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Um, but people will often think about what others will think. If I start on this venture and I don't succeed, what will people think about me? And it will stop them. It will stop them um, from doing what they want to do. And it will stop ever impact on future opportunities because suppose you did start on that venture and suppose it did go well and suppose you were successful. So, like Danielle says, don't focus on what's the worst that can happen. Look at what's the best that can happen and do what you need to do and stop fearing failure and just get on with it. So the solution here is to focus on the positives. You know, Focus on what is the best that can happen. Focus on having a growth mindset. And when you have a growth mindset, failure is seen as an opportunity to learn. So let's agree today that we are all getting rid of this fear of failure. Fear doesn't exist. Fear is a concept of the imagination, and it's just we think about things that may happen. They haven't happened yet. It's all in our imagination. So let's just get rid of that fear factor altogether. Ever since Queen Danielle said that, I've been doing that and I'm making it a habit. Morgan, I'm so proud of you. We need to get a plaque for you. Like the person that does the most. I'm absolutely loving. We're not saying that you guys aren't doing, the others aren't doing the most as well, but the improvements that we are seeing in Morgan, you know, every single day. Because a few weeks ago, she said she was more duck than eagle, and now I'm definitely seeing Morgan being more eagle here. Morgan is stepping up and being an eagle. So well done to you. Adina sees it too. Everyone is seeing it. Everyone is seeing this growth in Morgan. So the last thing we're going to talk about right now is your environment. It is your environment. Now, Jim Rohn has a famous quote, and I know we have said it so many times, and I know you all know it, but I'm just going to say it again anyway. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around with. So if you hang around 5 depressing people, you're going to be depressed. If you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be broke. So, silly, if you hang around with negative people, people that have a lack mindset, people that always see the worst in every situation, guess what type of person you're going to be? A negative Nancy. And nobody likes negative Nancy. So, be mindful of the company that you keep because it can make or break you. I'm going to end up with a quote because Athena says my family, negative Nancy. Yes, sometimes family can be the worst offenders, unfortunately. Unfortunately, sometimes your family could be the worst offenders. But it is what it is. We can love them from a distance. We can't get rid of our families. So we love them from a distance and we take them in small doses. And then we come back to our positive community that we have here. So here's the quote. Even the strongest flames can flicker. Even the most motivated people can flicker, but it's not the dimming that defines us, but it's our choice to rekindle the fire within. It doesn't matter if you fall off the wagon. It doesn't matter if sometimes you go through these things or if you lose motivation or you lose drive temporarily. The strength of your character is what will push you to get back up. And also remember, I just said this about the environment, the people that are around. It's okay to lean on your team if you have to. It's okay to have a support system and to lean on your support system. Those people that will hold you accountable. Marcia holds me accountable. Thank you, my love. And they give you the push that you need when you need to get back up on your feet. So I'm going to leave it there today with that note, with this quote. It's not about falling down. It's about getting back up every single time you fall down. And it's about putting things in place that help you not to fall down as much. If that sentence even makes sense. But I'm just feeling it. I'm just feeling it. So Thank you so much. I have really enjoyed talking to you guys today. I'm all fired up. I'm like all hot, even with my air conditioner on. This talk really got me pumped today. So make sure you are following me and the rest of the motivation team on Instagram. You've got me, I'm Michelle Jenemy. You've got Adina Benjamin. You've got Danielle. You've got Joan as well. So make sure that you are following everyone. Make sure you join in next week as well. We are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. UK time. This call is open to everyone. So anyone that you know that needs a push in the morning, invite them onto the call. Men and women are welcome. We are outnumbered. We women outnumber the men right now. So get some more guys on because they need pouring into too. They need love too. So get them on the call, okay? And let me just stop sharing here. And as I said earlier, just keep being consistent. Keep being consistent. Keep showing up. Keep coming on. It's time now to take our juices. So back in January, when Queen Danielle started these calls, we started as a jump in January. And in that jump in January, we were holding each other accountable. We were taking our walks and exercising every day, but we were also taking our sprays. Put mine out. So we have our sprays here, and this one is a crave spray. This crave spray helps to cut your appetite and helps you to stop craving sugars and carbs. Now, we also have the Alive juice, which is what I'll be taking this morning. So the Alive juice is kind of like for us Caribbean people, it's kind of like a tonic. That's what we call it in the Caribbean, right? So it helps with things like digestion. It helps with weight management. It helps with things like blood pressure and blood sugar, and all kinds. It helps with mood enhancement, all kinds of things. Oh, you're welcome, Joan. She says, thanks for ending the week on a high as usual. So right now, I'm going to just take mine, and anyone that has their spray or their juice, please take yours as well. Now, if you've been invited onto the call and you don't know what these sprays or juices are, get back to the person that invited you. If you've come in through a group invitation, because I know I dropped it in some groups this morning as well, just reach out via the group and I'll get back to you. So, bottoms up. Mm. So this is a lovely apple cinnamon taste. To me, it tastes a little bit like tambourines. So Adina is taking her Empowered Spray. The Empowered Spray gives you energy as a natural shot of B12. So she's taking her Empowered Spray. We also have a Dreaming Spray as well. So for any of those that are interested, get back to the person that put you on the call today. And thank you so much for joining. Absolutely loved having you here. Absolutely loved your interaction. You guys are ace. You guys are ace. I love the interaction today. And have a great weekend. And we shall see you again on Monday morning. Love you loads. Bye.
Hi, happy week. End of the week. Have a blessed Friday.
Thank you. Bye,
And ladies,
everyone.
enjoy the boot camp.
Oh, yes, the boot camp. I forgot. Yay. Well done for reminding me, Joe.